My golden child sister recently demanded that I hand over my wedding venue, the same place my fiancé and I waited 3 years to book. It all began at a family barbecue when she announced her pregnancy. Everyone cheered, but moments later she turned to me and asked, in front of everyone, if she could have my wedding venue for her own ceremony because she couldn't plan hers right now. I told her gently but firmly no. The venue had deep meaning for us, and our date was only months away. She burst into tears and stormed off, and suddenly I was the villain. My grandmother called me selfish, my mother asked why I couldn't just wait a few more months, and my father said I should support my sister in her time of need. My fiancé, furious at their reaction, pulled us away before he said something he'd regret. Later, my sister called crying, saying I always get what I want. Her husband even apologized to me, saying he hadn't known she planned to confront me publicly. He warned me she was blaming me for ruining her marriage, though it was clearly her own doing. My parents kept texting guilt trips, so my fiancé and I decided to remove her from the bridal party and replace her with my aunt, the only family member on our side. When my mother told my fiancé's parents about the situation, hoping they'd pressure us to give up the venue, my future father-in-law told her off completely, warning that their favoritism might cost them me. My mom cried and called him names, turning it all into a family circus. My in-laws, thankfully, supported us and promised we'd always have them as our safety net. Days later, my sister sent me paragraphs about family unity and doing things out of love. I finally snapped. I reminded her how she'd hijacked my birthdays, ruined my graduation, and made me her servant for years. I told her I was done. If she wanted to get married before giving birth, she could find another place. She replied with a sarcastic, "Wow, you must love me so much," and blocked me. The next day, she tried to have my venue rebooked behind my back, pretending I'd agreed. Thankfully, my planner refused any change without my signature. Then came the online harassment, my sister posting cryptic digs on Facebook, her friends messaging me insults, and one even egging my car. I called the police. My parents finally asked to meet, claiming they wanted to talk things out. At first, I hoped for peace, but the meeting turned into another lecture about how I should sacrifice for family. When I pointed out their favoritism and gave them a list of every time they had prioritized my sister, they went silent. My father ranted about family loyalty. My mother asked why I hated them. I told them love isn't blind obedience. I gave them a choice, family counseling and an apology, or no invitation. They left without answering. After that, they doubled down, accusing me of causing my sister's depression and her breakup. I had to block them entirely. The emotional exhaustion was immense, but my fiancé's family, my brother, and friends became my refuge. Just before the wedding, my grandmother came to apologize, saying she still didn't understand but wanted to be there for me. I let her come. The wedding morning was beautiful, until my sister showed up uninvited. Furious, crying, she began shouting that I'd ruined her life. When she picked up mud to throw at my dress, my maid of honor tackled her into a flower bed. Security escorted her out. That was the final straw. I filed a restraining order. After that, the day turned perfect. I married the man I loved, surrounded by people who truly cared. We laughed, danced, and cried happy tears. My brother walked me down the aisle. My husband performed a funny dance with his groomsmen. It was everything I'd dreamed of. After the honeymoon, we decided to move to a new city for a fresh start. I found a new university job, and just when life felt peaceful again, we discovered I was pregnant. A little honeymoon surprise. I've heard bits of news since. My sister is still blaming me for her breakup and lives with my parents again. They're drained, and even my grandmother says it's chaos. I feel sad that I lost my family, but at the same time, free. Sometimes peace means cutting out the people who keep you small. I finally stopped being the scapegoat in my own family's story and started writing a new one for myself.